Hey everyone, this is Vina Vo reporting to you from Quito, Ecuador. This is the first of my weekly blog posts about what's going on here from the equator. So, along with Care Guerrero, I am working at CARE, an international NGO working to fight global poverty. We are here as Richard Robinson International Fellows, a program sponsored by the Jackie Robinson Foundation, a foundation that has supported Carol and I for 3 years now through college. So, my journey to Quito actually started back in Barcelona, where I was studying for 4 months. And from Barcelona, I flew to Orange County for about a week, which is where I'm actually from. And after spending a week with my loved ones, I flew to Atlanta to meet Carol, where we got a taste of Atlanta life, went through orientation, and then headed to Ecuador. I'm currently staying in a homestay with a really lovely lady named Albita Zubieta, but I call her Mamita. And at home, we only speak Spanish, so I'm hoping by the end of this trip, my Spanish will be muy bien. Anyways, so I'm also living with a girl named Liz who has really made me feel welcomed into the city. She's been really nice and introduced me to her friends. And though we've only known each other for a little bit, I think we'll be really good friends. So I guess now to the working part. Um, my assignment with CARE for the next 2 months is to work on a research proposal to see how money given to indigenous communities is affecting or benefiting women. And the program that gives these indigenous communities money is called RED, which stands for, get ready for this, Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation in Developing Countries. There you go. But from now on, it'll be known as just RED. Anyway, so let me show you what I look at every day to work on this proposal. So this is what I see from 9 to 1 and then 2 to 5. Yeah. But anyways, it's a very interesting project and I'm really excited because I'll be able to visit a few sites to see which of these communities will make good case studies for this research. So it should be really interesting. It's something that I've really never done before. Climate change is an issue that is completely important. And so, yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity and we'll see where it goes in 2 months. Um, but I've got to admit though, working is really hard stuff. I mean, it's especially hard coming from 4 months of just practically vacation. So working from 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, it's crazy. I don't know how you people do it out there, but props to you. But anyways, of course, as fellows, we are not here to just work from 9 to 5 and go home and then wake up the next day and do it again. We're here to really discover the culture, discover the people, and to really learn a little bit more about ourselves, to become better individuals pretty much through this process. So, this weekend, Carol and I went to Centro Histórico, which is the oldest, least altered, best preserved, and one of the most important centers in Latin America. There we met a really nice guy named Felipe who owns a cafe in the historical center and who's really helped us just learn a little bit more about Ecuador and more about Quito. He just gave us some really good tips. We also wandered around La Ronda, which used to be this really cool bohemian district that was the inspiration for a lot of films, a lot of inspiration for movies, art, poems, and things like that for just artists through the most important times of Ecuadorian history. So it was really great to be there and to be immersed in that culture. But then, it also was a prostitution street 20 years ago, but it's okay now. So, yeah. Anyways, it was a really cool street. And there we got to try empanadas viento, which are pastries filled with cheese and air, hence the name viento, which means wind. We also tried canelazo, which is a hot cocktail fruit juice. Fruit, yeah, pretty much something like hot, hot fruit juice cocktail. There you go. And we found a really nice, cute cafe where we spent an hour or two talking about this really special plan we got going on. We can't tell you yet what it is, but we'll keep you informed. So the next day, Carol and I went with Albita's daughter, Sandra, her daughter, Camila, her and Sandra's friend, Ingrid, to what we thought, or what we were led to believe, as the mitad del mundo, which means middle of the world. So, mitad del mundo is pretty much where the latitude reads 0. And it turns out that the mitad del mundo is actually 5 kilometers away from where we were told the mitad del mundo is. And that the mitad del mundo that we took pictures in front of and were just oogling over was just a tourist attraction. But that's okay. We were close, right? So it's all right. After that, we went to the Mercado Artesana, I believe. Yes. And there they sold really cool Ecuadorian artisanal crafts. And I managed to buy this really neat chess set, which I tried to bargain for heavily. I just tried to get it for $8, but after 7 vendors shut me down pretty hardcore, I settled for 10. But it's really cool because the chess set has these characters. These are the Spanish and these are the Incas. So it's the Spanish versus the Incas. Very violent, but that's how chess should be. So by the end of all that, we were all pretty much starving, so we came home to a really wonderful cooked meal by Abita. We were celebrating Father's Day and also celebrating Julio's late birthday. And Julio is Abita's pastor from her church. So we had really great food, really great conversations, and just really great people. People there were really interested about the United States and really curious about it. And Kara and I were extremely eager to share our culture with them and have them share just their culture with us. So it's just really neat the things that we were talking about. Things like what's the most typical dance, or why the word love in the United States is so less, I guess, so less heavy than the word love here in Latin America. So things like that was just really interesting. But yeah, it was a really neat day. So I guess for today, the rest of my day, I will spend just relaxing before the next long work week comes. Before I go, I want to wish all the fathers out there happy Father's Day, and a special shout out to my dad, my uncle, and my grandpa. I'll see you guys in a few months. And yeah, before I leave, want to wish you guys all many adventures.